can't stop. I got motion. I'm moving. I'm going. Can't lose focus. I got motion. I'm moving. I'm going.
Red Corner Boxing. We're in the game.
Yes, guys, and welcome to Red Corner Boxing. You were jamming Mr. Neutral as always, and we are here for Darius Fulghum versus David Stevens. This is an intriguing matchup in Fort Worth, Texas, on the Lubin versus Ortiz undercard. We've got two guys who both lost to the same men in Melakuziev. They're both decent fighters. One's lost two, one's lost one. Should be a good mix-up, Mr. Neutral. What's your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, it's intriguing matchup. This one, I watched that Melakuziev Fulghum fight. Fulghum was well in that fight until he just got out muscled by the Uzbeki superstar. He is back home, but both of these guys have obviously lost to the same man, and will want a point of prove a point sort of thing. Is who's the best one who's sort of lost him and can move forward. C. Miller, just in time, gents. Thank you very much for joining us again. So we do appreciate it. And if you are new to here to Red Corner Boxing, make sure you give us a like and subscribe, please. Over to you, Jams.
Yeah, it's just basically the action's just starting. Fulgham's looking confident. He's looking slick. He's got his baseball shorts on. He came out in his baseball shirt. A bit of a baseball fan, I assume. He's come out. This is a fight that both men need to win. There's nothing really to split them in terms of the resumes. I'd maybe just edge Fulghum for the type of opponent he's fought, although, like I say, they both lost to Melakuziev. There's no shame in that. It's a good fight. It looks a good fight, Mr. Neutral. It looks a good fight.
It is a good fight. And obviously they want to put on a good show. There's plenty of superstars ringside. Joshua Heath will come along. Says Jamel Charlo's ringside. Boots is ringside. Teofimo's there. I'd imagine there's a few more that we haven't seen yet or are going to be appearing real soon. And it's looking like a good event. But I mean, I've got Fulghum to take this, though. Stevens is obviously very dangerous. A lot of people are taking Fulghum to take him, to stop him. But the way Stevens has started in this fight, he means business, Jams.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah, I went for Fulghum by split decision on the prediction league. So I was literally thinking this is going to be a close fight because Stevens is good, man. If you watch him, he's a dog in there. He's not going to give it up easy. Although Fulghum, as the man in the chat said, he could steamroll him. It's a possibility. But I don't know. He's got something about him that makes him tough and he hangs in there. And I just thought this might go to the wire. And if it does, I went for the split decision. But I think I'll get the right man in Darius Fulghum.
Yeah, I mean, I went for a unanimous decision myself, Jams. I just think that Stevens has got the grit to take this chap, full 10 rounds. And it's proven to be quite the fight so far in round one. 30 seconds to go, Jams. What have you seen so far?
Yeah, it's a bit scruffy. That like every time Fulghum goes in, it seems to be Stevens wants to wrap up. It's a little bit, I won't want to say basic, but it's a little bit, inconsistent skill-wise. He's punching to the back of the head. They're trying dirty tactics. One's rushing in. The other one's just trying to pick him off. It's not a pretty fight so far, but we've got a long way to go, Mr. Neutral.
Absolutely, Jams. It's a long way from the sweet science, but while they're resting at the end of round one, Jams will no doubt do the score for this fight. Let's get to the chat. Joshua Heath says Richardson Hitchens is there. Brooklyn Nomari says Ennis will step in the ring if Virgil wins and they'll face off. Eddie was there with Boots, making some real bold claims on behalf of Boots. And I think that's what they want. And they want Virgil to win. And they want to get in that ring. Eddie as well. He loves getting in the ring. And, make these two have a face-off after Virgil's, obviously if he's done the business. I don't like that. The man's just fought a fight. Don't come into the ring after a fight. For me, that's like, you know, it's, it's a bit shithousey. But never mind. It's round two, Jams. Back to you.
Yeah, I completely agree with what you just said, Mr. Neutral. Yeah, it's like, you're picking on a man who's just had a fight, who's tired, who's not going to be in his best state, and you want to come and call it out. I get the point behind it. Of course, you want to make the next fight straight away. You want to build that momentum. You want to get the action. You want to get the fans involved. You want the people there to remember that he got in the ring. But at the same time, come on now. Let the man win his fight, enjoy his moment, and let him go home to his family. But they
Absolutely.
seem to want to force this fight, don't they? They seem to want to force it. Boots said he wants to fight now with Ortiz. That's the first time I've
Now,
heard him
see,
actually say that. I've heard him say a lot of
let,
things. I've never heard him say he actually wants it, but now he said it. So
let's talk about this at the end of the round. There's 2 minutes to go. We will pick this conversation back up because there's a couple of comments in the chat that I want to address and obviously get back to the people there. But we will come back to Roger Ortiz and Bruce at the end of this round. There's a minute 48 to go. And Fulghum, I've either missed the punch or didn't see it at all, but seemed to stumble back to the ropes as Stevens did it as Fulghum was attacking him. Back to the centre of the ring. Fulgham's trying to tee off jab of his, being the taller, rangier fighter. Um, the shorter, stalkier Stevens has to slip and counter and try and get inside to land his own punch. There's an overhand right by Stevens, then goes to the body. But with a minute and 10 seconds to go as Fulgham unleashes a big right, jams. I'm starting to see Fulgham take control. What about you?
yeah, I agree, mate. He looks the more in control fighter. He looks the more composed. Stephen looks a little bit more ragged, a little bit more desperate, a little bit more just throwing Hail Marys and just trying to rush in. Fulgham looks the more cool, calm, and calculated. He looks the better boxer at the moment. He's making Stevens miss at will. Like every time he steps back, Stevens is throwing some wild shot and missing. The judges are going to see this, and so far, it's a 2-0 for Fulgham. And we've still got 30 seconds to go, so things could change, of course. But
Yes.
Darius Fulgham looks decent, mate. He looks decent so far.
I mean, the one thing I will give Stevens, he's very game, as his record would suggest, but um, he has only 2 defeats on his 17 fights. His 15 wins with 10 by knockout, which suggests he has residual power of this weight. So Fulgham's obviously got to be careful he doesn't overcommit himself to the smaller guys. The end of round two comes. Whilst Jams actually scores that, I'll get back to these comments. So we had so Joshua, he says, I can't wait for you Bank 2 this week. We'll get back to that. Um, I want to see the fight happen in 2026, the biggest fight to make in boxing, 200 feet guys fighting each other in their primes. Absolutely. Timothy Taylor, welcome to the show, says Roger Ortiz father said in an interview that Boots hasn't done enough to earn the fight with Ortiz. That's absolutely true. And I think that is still the fact. And they will sit on their laurels about that. Because they'll see that Boots doesn't bring the money no matter what Eddie says. He's trying to sell Boots to the wider boxing audience, and I think he's having a hard time of it considering his last fight. Jams, back to you.
Yeah, I was just laughing at Hawkins' comment, mate. Virgil Ortiz Jr. has joined OnlyFans to show behind the scenes content. And what content could that possibly be? Let's be truthful. Come on
Behind
now.
the
He
scenes
doesn't even
footage.
show enough in the ring at the minute to make us talk about him. What could he possibly show behind the scenes that we'd want to pay for? Get the fuck out of there. Not you, Hawkan, Virgil Ortiz Jr. Come on now. That is ridiculous. Thank you for putting that in the chat, though. You just made my day, brother. You just made my day. But no, it's some crazy stuff going on, mate. And we just heard Boots, first and foremost, saying he don't know where Robert Garcia got that bullshit statement about him not wanting the fight with Ortiz. He said, I want the fight with Ortiz. I've told him I'm here. I wasn't invited. I paid my own way. My team's paid their own way. I'm here because I want the fight with Ortiz. Yet Robert Garcia apparently was saying that Boots don't want the fight. Boots is not going to turn up. Boots is not coming to Fort Worth, Texas. So now you know that mass media are bullshit liars. The only place you can trust is places like right here on Red Corner Boxing, where we'll tell you the truth. Just remember that, guys, okay? Back to you, Mr. Neutral, my brother.
Absolutely, James. And well said, James. Virgil Ortiz joins OnlyFans to show exclusive behind-the-scenes footage. C. Miller says, Jams are rolling with your pick. Better little Virgil on round 9. And Joshua Heath says, Eddie Hansen Boots was the pound-for-pound king after knocking out Lima. And also, if I can add some spice to that pot, he also said that Boots Ennis was the finest boxer he's ever worked with.
Yeah,
Timothy
he did
Taylor,
say
I
that.
think Zayas, Ortiz and Fundora go to fight each other and freeze out Boots for maybe how many years? Hashtag years. Could well be. But round 3 here, and it's very much like round 2, it's been Stevens who's trying for that knockout right hand over the top of Fulghum, who's been catching, countering, jabbing, ducking and diving. He's enjoying himself out there, but obviously he's got to be wary of the Stevens power if he gets on the inside. And he just got a reminder there, James, as with 40 seconds to go. Back to you.
Absolutely, mate. Yeah, absolutely. Stevens is a live dog in there. Let's not pretend he's like just some walkover. He's not. He's there to fight. He's there to win. He's not come to roll over for Darius Fulghum. He is there to win, and he is going to keep trying, and he is trying. But for me, he's outmatched. I think it's just a
Yeah.
matter of time before Fulgham gets to him and starts to really put the hammer down upon him. But
Okay.
again, he's in there. He's a live dog. This is not a pick 'em fight. It's not a one-sided fight, but it is one of them fights where something can go wrong, and you never know if Darius Fulghum does something wrong, makes one bad move, gets a little bit angry, gets a little bit, zesty, throws a punch he shouldn't throw. He could get clipped. So it's well worth staying tuned
Exactly.
for. You know what
Absolutely.
I
And
mean? It
I
really
absolutely
is.
agree with that. He's still shown enough power that he can stun and hurt Fulgham, who, of course, has proven that he can be stopped. Timothy Taylor says, I think Zayas, Ortiz, and Thunder are going to fight each other. Freezer, yeah, we said that. How is Anthony Yard looking in training? If you go to Red Corner Boxing and our YouTube page, go to the shots and you'll see Anthony Yard in one of the shots and his training
Looking
and how
good.
it's going. Looking very good. It's not
He
all
really is.
cut and dry. And Senor Benavides, it's not cut and dry.
Absolutely. He's looking sharp, mate, Anthony Yard. I've watched a lot of his training videos. He's looking really, really sharp. He's uber confident. He's more confident than I've seen him in any of those fights. A lot more confident than when he fought Kovalev. A lot more confident when he fought Beterbiev. A lot more confident when he beat Lyndon Arthur last time. He looks and he believes he's going to win this. I've seen him out having a laugh with Daniel Dubois. I know it's only content, so you can't tell. I don't know him in real life. I've not met him out and about. I only get videos that he sends me, or people send me from his team, or from people that he knows. So I can't say for sure how he's feeling, but I'm telling you now, from what I've seen, he is uber confident and he fancies the job. November 22nd, and he thinks he's going to beat David Benavidez, and he thinks he's going to beat him by stoppage.
You have to hear first. And the fact that David Benavides has fought only one true 175-pounder in Gvozdyk so far
And
and hasn't
struggled.
stopped him and didn't stop David Morrell, who was coming up from 168 pounds as well as David. Couldn't stop him. Um, there's not enough evidence to suggest for me that Benavides is going to stop Yard. And Yard's only been stopped by the best, with Tubbev. So
Kovalev.
if we and Kovalev, sorry, back in his prime. So you're talking high level of light heavyweights. And David Benavides, this simply hasn't proven that he's going to walk all over this man. His form at middleweight, super middleweight, okay, fine. Unfortunately, we didn't get the Canelo matchup, which would have given us a far better marker. But as I said, since that, those two results in his last two fights, he's not shown enough to, for me anyway, safe 100% that he's got the knockout Anthony Yard or stop him. He could win it, outpoint him. He's got the skills. No two ways about that. Anthony Yard is no walkover, as Joshua says. Yard hits harder than Gvozdyk and Morel. Absolutely correct. Although he hasn't got many, what you would call name wins at light heavyweight, it's the manner in which he does his knockouts. He's got light heavyweight knockout power, and is still at world level. Not a walkover by any means. Let's get back to this. Again, it's been rather much like the first 3 rounds. David Stevens trying his best to knock out Fulghum with big bombs. Fulghum, to be fair, is presenting a big target, probably enticing Stevens on with his strategy by keeping his hands low.
He's
And then
standing tall, bro, isn't
trying to
he?
get
He's standing tall and he's leaning back, and that makes the
very
guy want to
tall.
come in with a smack. You know what I mean? He does. He is leaning back and standing
Oh, but
tall at times.
they're going for it. Jams at the end of the round, smashing into that round. Referee
That's beautiful
just
work.
giving Fulgham a warning for an
I think he was
elbow as he
giving a little bit
stops
of
at the
elbow
end of the
in
round.
the mix.
Yeah, he's just giving him a warning.
Yeah, I'm
That
still
was a
going to go
great
Fulgham
ending.
again.
It was a great ending to that round. Joshua Heath says Benavidez is no power at 175 pounds. He's in a division where he can't have a size advantage as fighting guys his own size now. Good point. He is.
That's what
He's
you've said since
tall,
day dot, bro, isn't you?
6'1".
You've said
Yeah,
that from day dot,
absolutely.
neutral, about Benavidez. He can't bully people at
Ah,
175 because he's not that big. He's not as big as people think he is. When he was at 168, he got away with it. But you've always said when he goes up to 175, he's not going to be that bully. And I agree with you, to be honest. And Anthony Yard ain't one to be bullied either.
yeah. I mean, David Benavidez, to his own credit, said to himself not only today that he sees himself 5 years at light heavyweight and then another 5 years at cruiserweight. So you can tell that he wants to. It's going to take him at least 5 years to go undisputed. The longer Bevel stays around, Beterbiev, etc. Especially with the delays in making these big fights, he's given himself a generous, run to get to undisputed, and indeed defend it should he wish so before moving up. Will Yard attempt to attack David Benavidez's body? I think he will, but it won't be the primary target, Jams. I think he'll go for the big overhand raise.
He'll
What
be
do you
going for
think?
the jaw. He'll be going for the jaw. He'll be going for the jaw.
Yeah,
He'll be looking for the stoppage. He'll be looking to knock him out. Anthony Yard, he is built like a tank. Like I've met the lad in real life. Not like I don't know him. I've not I don't know him in any way, shape, or
you've
form. But
seen
I
it
have
at
met him
fights.
once.
Yeah,
I've seen him, and trust me, I'm 5'10" and a half, and I'm telling you, he towers over me, and he was so big. He signed a boxing glove for me that I actually gave away on Boxing Media Hub back in the day, and he was such a nice guy. He comes across as that big mean animal, but he's such a nice guy when you meet him. But when you see him, you wouldn't believe how set he is, like thick, heavy
yeah.
set. Honestly, mate, you would not want to take a punch off him. I'm telling you, if he lands
He,
one on Benavidez's jaw, it could be nanites for David Benavidez. I'm telling you, it
yeah.
could be the end of him.
Them boys come in at 195 pound on fight night. David Benavidez coming at 200 pound. He'll need it, but Yard has got, as I said before, he's got that power factor that Benavidez has never seen before, and he's going to feel it come November 22nd. When Benavidez fought Andrade, who was small for 168, was battering him in the first 3 rounds before the knockdown in the fourth round. That's absolutely correct. And the
Yeah,
same
Boo
thing
Boo's
was
not a big lad
Morel.
at that weight.
Same thing with David Morel last round. Had Benavidez staggering. He was a 168 pounder, moving up with
Benavidez
him.
still claims
So
that's a slip as well, you know. He still claims he tripped over his foot.
yeah,
I
he
heard him
will do.
saying it in an interview recently that he still claims he tripped over Morel's foot and it wasn't a knockdown.
Timothy Taylor
Crazy.
says, will Anthony Yard's shoulder roll defense style hurt or help him? versus David Benavidez. Now, I've actually, you see, it's a good question because he's what 35 now.
Yeah, he's got faith.
I
Six
was
three.
he used to be on his toes. He used to be. He's a good mover around the ring, but he tends to plant his feet these days. And I would suspect you'll see some shoulder rolling, but to counter. So that if he was to do that, that would suggest that he is not going to take the fight to Benavidez. He's going to counter using the shoulder roll, Floyd style. So I can't see that. Maybe later on in the fight, but I think first and foremost, Yardy fancy his chances while he's got fresh power in the first 3 rounds. If he can connect on Benavidez, it's good night. It will be good night.
Absolutely. He'll try and blow
They
him out the
won't need a
water.
combination. Hmm. Won't need a combination, chance.
No. He will literally try and blow him out the water. Yardy will come out first 3 rounds, no matter what. And he will be looking for that knockout. That's what he does. That's what Anthony Yardy's known for. He will come out, he'll be swinging them massive shots, them overhand lefts, them overhand rights. He will do hell for leather to knock David Benavidez out. And then if that doesn't happen, that's where I worry because the fight will drag on. That's when Benavidez can bully and hold and manipulate the fight, and then later on, that's when Yardy does seem to fade, and that's what I worry about. He did it against Kovalev, he did it against Serbiev, he did it against Lyndon Arthur in the first fight that he lost. He does seem to get a bit disinterested if he doesn't get his own way. You get what I mean by that? Like, if he's not having it all his own way, he seems to lose interest in the fight and just try and survive it. And that's not good at top level. And Benavidez could stop Yard. I actually think Benavidez might stop him late on. I hope I'm wrong. I pray I'm wrong. I literally pray I'm wrong. But I think Benavidez might stop him late on because Yard will
He
knacker
could
himself
do.
out looking for that early knockout.
But, I mean, we've only got to look to last weekend, Lyndon Arthur. He was superb last
Oh,
weekend against Brad
decent,
Ray.
decent fighter,
Okay,
mate.
right? Brad Ray, great fighter, great lad, great level that he's at, European level, right? He'll improve, he'll come back. But Lyndon Arthur, Anthony Yard outpointed over 12 rounds last time out. He got criticised for it. I hope people will come to regret that criticism because Lyndon Arthur's still the man to get to the top table. Yard's already done that. He's beaten him. He got his revenge. He got the knockout. He knocked out Neklovic as well.
He beat him
Georgie
twice, hasn't he? He
Silva
beat him twice. He knocked him out and then beat him
beat him
in points as
twice.
well.
Yeah. So Daz DeGoss says has the fight started yet? Yeah, we're in round 6. It's close-ish, but Fulgham's. I don't know what James has got, but I've got him like 4-1 up.
Yeah, I've got Fulghum 4-1. Sorry,
Yeah.
yeah, 4-1. Sorry, 4-1. Yeah, 4-1, 4-1. It's just not been the most exciting fight. I don't mean to be rude about the fighters. They're decent fighters, but it's been a very blah fight. It's been a very blah fight after what we've seen tonight.
Let's keep on it anyway. Uh, one thing I'll give about Stevens, like I said before, he's got that belligerent style about him. He'll keep coming forward. He'll keep trying out the big shots. And it's going to take a good crack from Fulgham. And he's been trying uppercuts, everything. But Stevens is now starting to catch him in this round. And I can see Fulgham blowing a bit. Now, is he could have Stevens be luring him into his kind of game by outworking him, taking the fight to him in the later rounds to wear him out, wear him down. This is a 10 rounder, Dallas. It's round 6. As we said, we got Fulgham 4-1 up, but that can all change, and it's all changed in this round. I've actually got Stevens winning this round.
Yeah, I have as well, mate. I gave him the last one. I've got him up in this one. So Stevens is starting to turn the tide a bit here. I get
So,
Fulgham the first 4, and I've got Stevens won the last one, and I've got him winning
yeah,
this one. He's definitely back
so,
in the fight.
yeah, tide punches coming now from Fulgham.
Yep, he looks like he's running out of ideas. He looks like he's running out of ideas a wee bit. Not a lot, he's not in trouble, I hope, but he just looks like he might have run out a couple of ideas. They're just showing Ericsson the Hammer Lubin on the screen at the minute. He looks in fine fettle, man. He looks in good shape. He looks in good shape, doesn't he, Neutral? Can you see him on your screen? He looks good shape, doesn't he?
Yeah, it certainly does. He's got the Mexican outfit on. He's got his gloves ready. He's ready for his ring walk.
His face looks fatter than usual. He looks healthy. He actually looks healthy. He looked like last time I seen him, he was all gaunt and skinny. He looks healthy. He looks good, man. He looks like he's took this camp serious. If he has, he could be a danger. Could be a very big danger to Virgil Ortiz Jr. He's not one to be
Smile on his
toiled with.
face. Yeah. Got a big smile on his face. Here we go, round 7.
He's got them turkey teeth, hasn't he? He's definitely got them turkey teeth, bright white pearlies. He's been over to Turkey and got some new teggies. He looks good. We'll see after this. We're going to be live for that, guys. So join us for that one. It's going to be on another link, of course. Virgil Ortiz Jr., Erickson Lubin for the WBT interim title. Make sure you join us for that. And Boots is in the crowd, and Boots wants the next. He wants the man next. So if Virgil comes through, Boots is waiting. I imagine he'll be in the ring at the end of the fight. Let's see, Mr. Neutral. What do you think, mate? Do you think he will get in the ring?
I think they'll try. I think they will get in there, and obviously Eddie will have a word, a face off, but so unnecessary. You know, to let them, if they're going to get the fight made, let the teams do it behind closed doors. But back to this one, James. Minute 52. And excuse me. I saw Stevens crack Fulghum straight in the grid with the left hand, and he grimaced. That hurt him.
He
It's the
did.
tide turning. Chris Mannix has it 3 rounds each.
Yeah, 57-57. He's got it.
So it's not actually cut and dry for Fulghum here. He's going to have to work.
He needs to put some graft in, mate. He needs to put some graft in. He's doing a little bit postulating. I can't say the bloody word. Posticulating at the moment rather than actually letting his hands go.
Yes.
He's really not doing enough.
He's been slightly outworked now by Stevens. It's that legend style, throwing punches and bunches. He doesn't stop, and then he leans the elbow into the body. He cannot afford to be boxed at range. He has to close that distance. There you go. He ducks under, tries to come under the right arm, and then hit him with a left cross. He's caught Fulghum there with another big right.
I'll tell you what, bro. I was just going to say, the referee, does it remind you of Steve Smoger? You know, with a big bold patch in that. Like when not now when he's looking at you, but when he's bent down with a big bold patch. It reminds me of Steve Smoger. Do you remember that guy?
Oh,
the old referee. He reminds me of him so much. When he's got his head down with that big bold patch on the back.
All right.
You think he'd wear a welly, wouldn't you? You know, get a little napper on. There you go. They're going to a bit of war here now. Fulgham's letting his hands go. Stevens coming back in though, and that's the end of the round. The fake Steve Smoger calls it.
Yeah. If Lubin loses tonight, he's got a long, and I mean long, road back from ever being back in the title picture. Yeah, because that would mean 3 times he's failed at championship level to win a title.
Yeah. His like chance at the top table is pretty much over for a while.
Yes, with the Dolphins.
Definitely. But he's only 32, though, is he? 32. He's got years to come back.
Stacking up.
He's still got years to come back, though. If he's only 32
yeah, but he'll
now,
slip down the rankings.
Yeah, but he can get back up. He's got enough years.
He
can box till you're 40 now. He can box till you're 40. He could easily get back in there, you know what I mean? It's not like he's 38, 39, literally on the way out. He's got many years to come back if he wants to.
Nice job there from Fulghum, and another one. Round 8.
I think Fulghum needs this now, Neutral. I've got it 4-3 now. I've got it 4-3 after 7. I gave Stevens the last 3 rounds.
Closed the gap impressively.
He's thrown 300 punches to 267 of Fulghum. So he's actually threw more punches, landed more punches.
That's what I said. He's outworking him.
He is, mate. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've got it 4-3 to Fulghum at the minute, but it could easily be the other way around on the judges' scorecards. The referee's just breaking him up. I don't know why he's breaking him up, but here we go again. Round 8. Fulgham's flicking out the left jab, missing wildly though. Stevens still the aggressor, as he has been for the last 3 rounds at least. He's just flying in at Fulghum, and Fulgham's not really doing a lot in response. The referee's very quick to get in there, though. He's very quick to get involved. It's a little bit scrappy-do again. They're just hugging up in the centre of the ring. Pushes him into the corner. A little bit of scrappy punching going on. Fulgham's working the body. Stevens just as game, though. He's game as a badger. He's throwing some punches. But again, Fulghum just seems to be wrapping up. It's very untidy work, very unwatchable, like unpleasing on the eye work from Fulghum. Stephen now turns him and lets the hands go. Caught him there nicely. Darius Fulgham's really struggling here. He's lost all his momentum that he had early on. It's gone. Like I say, I've given Stevens the last 3 rounds. Fulghum just seems to have given up. I don't know what he's doing. Whether he thinks he's cruising to a win, but he's definitely not doing enough to do so, in my opinion. Big up Boxweiler, big up Bob, mate. Just finished the 14-hour shift. Salute you, sir. Hope you're okay, mate. Sorry, lads, for late join. Hey, mate, you're welcome anytime, Bob. You know that. Over to you, Mr.
Workaholic.
Neutral. What you thinking?
Sorry, just that step out there for a sec. Yeah, I was just listening to you saying about Fulgham. Has he stepped off the gas too much? Does he think he's cruising? Another round is down.
Another Stevens round for
There's
me.
2 rounds to go.
I'll give Stevens the last 4 now, Neutral. I'll give him the last 4. I've got it 4 apiece now, mate, after 8.
This is it. It's going to be a close one. So both boxers have to probably win both of this rounds to sort of convince the judges they've won this.
Absolutely.
It's been the closeness of it.
Well, I had in the prediction league, I had Fulgham by split decision, so that's looking pretty good right now for me.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, and that's
DD.
not why I'm scoring it the way I am, but that's literally I've only just checked and found that out now. You know what I mean? Boxweiler, come on,
Maybe
lads.
feeling like get yourself a coffee pack. Yeah.
A coffee pack, mate. I've already got a coffee, but it's stone cold as usual. Got a stone cold coffee, mate.
Fulgham's going to let me down here. I can see it now.
I've got Fulgham split decision, so here we go. But big up Boxweiler. Thank you for tuning in, Bob, as always, mate. I really appreciate you coming through.
Coffee
And to anyone else watching, remember to hit that subscribe button. You know, we're here for your pleasure, mate. We'll do all the DAZN pay-per-views, everything. We're here, me and Mr. Neutral, every weekend, bringing you. If you can't pay or won't pay, we are here to give you the fights and give you the results. So stick with us. All we ask is a subscribe and a like. Don't cost you a thing. God bless.
Thanks, very well said, mate. Well said. And round 9, 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. And Stevens is doing what he's been doing all this fight, and that's trying to bully Darius Fulghum. And he's done a very good job. To be fair to him, he's absolutely denied Fulghum his boxing room. He's kept it up close and personal the whole fight. So it suits his shorter arms better, his shorter stature, to get on the inside, come up, through the middle. Got various options there with his fists, but he is susceptible to counter punching as well through the middle with uppercuts. Fulghum wants to keep this at range, but he's not using his attributes for me, jams. Alright, he'll be back in a minute. He's not using his attributes, Fulghum, at all. He should be jabbing. Double jab, overhand right, go downstairs, come back up, step out, come back in again. Give me some Kazakh style. That's what I want to see. You're engaging with a madman there, Mr. Fulghum. Stevens will want you to do what you're doing right now. This is his territory, and he's walking away with points. Box Line, let's watch the live channel about. Yes, you know that, pal. Thanks very much. Oh, there's Carl. How you doing, mate? Morning, lads. Good morning to you, big man. He's going to the Eubank Ben fight next week. Big up to you. He's going as media. Great stuff.
Yeah, he's got
Great
some good stuff
time.
coming up on the channel, Carl
Okay.
has, mate, on Last Bell Boxing.
Yeah, it
Gonna be
certainly
good
has.
stuff.
Make sure you give Nigel Conor Ben a shout out from Mr. Neutral. While you're there, Carl. It's
And
all
give
love.
Chris Eubank a tap on the shoulder from me, bruv.
Yeah, pickpocket a tenner out of his pocket for me.
Or maybe a
Right.
checkbook worth 10 mil, a bit better. But yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. All welcome
Virgin
here on Red Corner
Ortiz,
Boxing.
not Virgin Ortiz. Teofimo Lopez, all blinged out.
Yeah, he's fight with Shakur is apparently confirmed now for later in January. January 31st, they're looking at. So him and Shakur is definitely going down, apparently, according to Mike Coppinger. That's going to be good. That's going to be good. We already knew for a while it was happening, but it's great that it actually is finally happening. It's going to be a good fight. It's going to be fun to watch.
Eubank late stoppage. I mean, Eubank's got no excuse this time. He looks like he's coming a lot more disciplined, a lot leaner, fitter. Much, taking away any doubt this time. Because there was a element of doubt in that last fight. If it's anything like the father's 1993 fight, it's going to be a cracker.
Oh, mate, the rematch, the first rematch was a mad one. That was the draw, wasn't it, the rematch? Oh,
It was
my
a draw,
days.
but Nigel Ben was robbed.
Yeah, I know. I remember watching it. I remember watching it with my old man. I was not even 10 years old, mate. I listened to it, actually, on the radio, I think. That was back when we still
What
used
have
to
you
use
got this?
radios and stuff.
You've got this fight. I've actually got this fight, Fulghum 5-4. But
I've got it Stevens
um,
5-4 now.
Chris Mannix has got a Stevens 5-4, so it's so close,
Oh, I'm
guys.
changing mine then. I'll go full gun 5-4 then.
No, you can't.
If Chris Mannix has got it that way,
You
bro, I've
can't
got
do
to
that.
change it up.
No, he agrees with you, son. So
Oh, that's the first
we're
time
all
that's ever happened. I apologise to everyone watching.
kiss of death.
I
Chris
apologise
Mannix
unreservedly.
agreeing with you.
Oh
No,
my
but it's
God!
close
Now I
now.
know I'm wrong. Now I've given
It's close
Stevens the
now.
last 5 neutral. I've given him the last 5 rounds. Stevens, I think it's been better the last 5
No,
rounds.
I think that's generous.
Fulgham's just missing wildly. He's missing wildly. He looks desperate. He looks desperate to me.
Should we join Carl for prediction on Monday at 8 p.m.?
Yeah,
I
of
don't think we've
course.
got anything. Yeah, why not?
Of course. Yeah,
That's
of course,
that's
mate. Of course.
we'd be
What, on Last
we'd be
Bell
on
or
with
on
it.
Red Corner?
That's
Oh no,
better on the
neutral.
back.
You can't. You've got your
That's 10 o'clock. That's all right.
10 o'clock. Okay, I'm gonna say you've got the one with
Oh
iBoxing up.
no,
That's what I was just gonna say.
yeah, that's 10. That's Sunday, in fact, not Monday.
Okay. I thought it was
Monday
going
8
on
o'clock's fine.
Monday.
No, I don't think this Monday.
I want to have mental health Mondays once a month, not once a week. Yeah, we're all
Yeah,
good,
that's
mate. All
right.
good. All good. My bad, my bad.
Okay.
Yeah, all good, man. All good. All
Right.
good. Sorry, I just
Let's
didn't want to make a fake promise, that was all.
oh, what a jab exchange that was. Both guys stunned each other with stiff jabs that made their heads rock back at the same time. Yeah, great stuff. But again, it's been one of them messy fights. It's been up close, personal, rough, ready, and all the rest of it. 24 seconds to go. It's gone the distance as predicted.
No,
Two hard-hitting
neutral. 1
gentlemen.
second, mate. Sorry, I'm just going to answer Carl. No, mate. I tell you what, we'll do, Carl. We'll do it on your show live, and we'll do it as a collaboration. We'll do a collaboration, both channels. Stream it to both at the same time. How about that? And we'll bring a couple of lads with us if you want. How many people do you want, mate? We'll bring a couple of lads with us, and we'll make it like a Last Bell Red Corner Boxing collaboration, mate. Love to get behind Last Bell, mate. You know, you're local to me. You're great lads. Let's do it. Let's run it. Let's run it.
Let's do it. Let's do that. That's the end of the fight, ladies and gentlemen.
I've got it
It's a
5-all
close one.
now, you know. I've got this a draw, neutral. I've got this a draw now.
I can see a draw.
I gave that last round to Fulghum. I've got it a draw.
I give it to Stevens.
That just shows you, mate, that we're not biased. We're not planning anything here. We're not planning it. It's a genuine live scoring.
Right. Yeah.
I gave Stevens the last
Carl
5
says
rounds
he's got
before,
Brett.
but I gave Fulghum that last round for his work ethic.
Right. Good stuff. Carl says he's got Brett and Sean joining him also. Good stuff. We'll be there.
There you go then, yeah. So do me, Carl, Brett, Sean, neutral. Perfect. Maybe get Darren Aston to join as well. Make it a nice hat-trick of 6. Couple of hat-tricks.
Sextuplet. I believe the word is for that.
Sextuplet, that's it.
As we wait for the results of Darius Fulghum and
or young Sammy, get young Sammy to join. He likes to give a nice prediction now. He's getting confident. Yeah. Young Sammy.
David Stevens. We are on the night shift, mate. On the grave. It's the graveyard shift now. We've entered graveyard times. 4 o'clock in the morning.
Boxweiler will join. Good man. Yeah, Boxweiler. If you don't already subscribe, mate, Carl Widow, he does Last Bell Boxing. Check it out on YouTube. Just go for @LastBoxing. That's where you'll find it, mate. It's a great channel. It's all localized. You get Lee Wood on there. He's doing some great stuff. He's got like inclusive content for the Chris Eubank Jr. Conor Benn rematch. Check him out, mate. Great channel. Great channel. Right, scorecards, neutral. I'll duck out and get these, yeah?
Yeah, you get them, mate, as the both boxers acknowledge each other.
95 a draw, the same as what I had it. 95 draw, the same as me.
Wow.
Exactly what I scored it, mate. Exactly what I scored it.
That's a draw.
You know the worst thing? Incredible. I put a split decision, neutral, and I swear to you now, I'm not just saying this. I swear to God, I sat there for about 10 minutes and I wrote draw and I wrote split. Then I wrote majority. Then I went draw. And then in the end, I went for the split decision. I can't bloody believe it. I thought I can't take the risk of the draw because if I don't get one winning, then I lose the whole 10 points. I swear to you now, I went over it 10 times. I can't believe it.
And you know what was funny? 20 was saying on the Prediction League 2 show that he's taken risks and gone for draws. And he hasn't picked any this week because he wants to, keep up with people.
You lose your points if you don't get the right winner.
Exactly.
Big up Ray Trilogy in the house. Mr. Ray Trilogy has joined us. Definitely a draw. I agree with the draw, Ray. I agree with the draw, brother. And everyone check out Trill Freaky, his new album.
We do not want to see another rematch of that, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
See you soon. Hopefully Ray Trilogy is going to join us for the main event.
Yes, he's got the link. He'll be here with us for the main event. Join us in about 20.
What a legend. Carl Widow,
Yeah,
if
but
you're still watching, mate, if you're up and about and you want to join us as well, make it a foursome, you're more than welcome, brother.
Oz.
Reach out if you want the link. Reach out, brother, and we'll make it a foursome to do the Virgil Ortiz
Oz.
Jr. versus Erickson Lubin fight.
Cannot believe 2 draws on this card. Unreal. Well, look, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here at Red Corner Box. This show is sponsored by EasyStorage.com for all your local and nationwide needs, and of course, Boxing Fight Zone for your merchandise and apparel partners. Check them all out in the links in the bio. Now, I'm Mr. Neutral. We will be back for the main event, the one we've all been waiting on, in truth be told. And it's Virgil Ortiz Jr. versus Erickson Lubin for that WB interim belt. So make sure you join us in about 15 minutes. And our guests. Back to you, chaps.
Yes, mate. Lovely outro there, Mr. I was too involved there. I was literally going to end it with that, but let's go on a little bit more. Just want to say, everyone, check out Ray Trilogy on X, on Instagram, he's on everywhere. YouTube, Ray Trilogy. Check out his new album, Trill Freaky. He's the guy who does our intro. He's an absolute legend. He's a lovely guy. Also, Carl Widow, who's in the chat. Check him out at Last Bell Boxing. You can't go wrong. He gets interviews with Lee Woods. If you're into the East Midlands boxing or just boxing in general, it's the place to go. There's loads of them. I could give loads more, but we're not going to do it all tonight. But thank you for tuning in. Join us for the main event. It's going to be off the hook, as they say in America. We love y'all. God bless, and we'll see y'all soon.
I'm moving. I'm going. I can't stop. I got motion. I'm moving. I'm going. Can't lose focus. I got motion. I'm moving. I'm going.
Red Corner Boxing. We're in the game.